Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. And when you're doing a show like this from a great city like Des Moines with two, I'll say it, geniuses in the studio, you tend.
That would be you and Maddie. Maddie, do you have a ghost back there?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
I was being self-deprecating. I would say you and Maddie were the geniuses. I'm just the facilitator. I just distribute and make your genius actually shine through.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's absolutely. But we count our listeners in ones and twos. and so, Doug, you want to give our newest listener our newest confirmed listener a shout out?
Bet. Hey, Christina. We figured. There you go. That's it.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, you gotta.
The other thing
you gotta sponsor the show to get more than that, I suppose.
Yes, I know. Yes, that's it. If you want to sponsor the show, we'll say more than "Hey, Christina." All right, but Dasha and Katya listen.
Oh, of course,
tonight too, and so that'll be a lot of fun.
So
and my brother Joe and Dad. That's all. So now we're up to 9.
Up to 9. Well, oh man,
holy cow!
Up to
9.
The
pressure is on.
Well, once we hit 10, that's when we really know we've arrived.
Yes, absolutely.
So. I heard that something happened between Turkey and Russia the other day, and the first thought that I had, and I'm gonna throw you.
Did you blame climate change? Or no?
I might have.
You might have.
I can't remember.
Well, that's the left-wing mantra.
I might have.
Climate change.
My first thought when I saw that come across that Turkey and Russia were mixing it up a little bit was. First of all, man, I hope that Pat's not traveling to Istanbul during the Thanksgiving holiday like you did a couple of years ago. But
two, that's entirely possible. I could be in some third world crap hole and get nailed.
My second thought was, every time something happens over in that area of the world like this, and I kind of give you a little grief for sort of overstating the danger of whatever Russia or Turkey or Ukraine or anything that like that's happening, then Turkey goes and blows a Russian plane out of the sky right by the Syria-Turkish border, and you really thought there was a really tense moment where, are we going to get pulled? Does NATO have to come into this? Because Russia's not a NATO country.
No.
Is the West going to have to come in because Turkey, and they killed, well, the rebels killed 2 Russian soldiers.
Just killed the one.
No, the pilot, or the fighter pilot got killed, but then the rescue mission to save the other guy, one of their guys got killed on the helicopter.
I didn't know that. Yeah, because they shot one of our TOW missiles at it.
Yeah, and killed one of the guys
somebody on the helicopter.
Two soldiers have died over this already. This is how world wars get started.
That is how world wars get started.
So, you're the guy that knows about Turkey. You know about Russia. What's going on?
Well, first of all, like I said last week, the Turks and the Russians do not have a nice history. If you think about the Crimean War, there you go. If you think about the Ottoman Empire and all of its wars with Russia in its various forms. So there's a long history of bad blood between the two of them. The thing that really got me, and this entire thing spooked me so much, I went to a Prepper Supply website and bought a bunch of stuff just in case I'd have to bug out. Now, people call me paranoid. I just say I'm well prepared. The bottom line here, and that was for you, Mom, is NATO, all of NATO has said we stand by Turkey.
Yes.
The Germans went, we're not only are we going to go down there and help in a moral sense, we're deploying 1,200 troops. We're sticking the world's most advanced tank into the fray, the one that can stand up to the new modern Russian tank, which if you look up the stats on that is just
they have a tank Olympics. Russia does.
Yeah, they do,
and they win every year.
Well, they because they don't compete against us or the Germans.
Well, why
we're not invited? The West is not invited. Why
would we send a tank? It's a dumb thing, but they have crazy good tanks. That's what I'm trying to say.
They do. They have crazy good tanks, and especially their latest one. It hasn't been battle tested. Nobody knows what its true capabilities are, but that thing's spooky looking. And the Germans are sending tanks. When Angela Merkel gets up there and says, you know what, I know we're buying a lot of gas from you, but we're willing to buy our gas from somebody else, right?
Yep.
That says she's willing to sacrifice her economy on this.
Well,
what's
so crazy about this whole thing is that when the sanctions first started to bite Russia, when they went into Crimea and they went into Ukraine, they started talks with the Turks immediately to get a natural gas pipeline to circumvent some of that Russian gas or some of that European gas where the market tanked out. And so the relationship, they were already trying to forge some kind of relationship through Turkey or with Turkey and through Turkey. But the other analysis, it feels like, given what I think NATO and some of the other observers said was the seconds-long incursion into Turkish airspace, that they said they've sent 10 warnings and the Russian soldier says that he didn't get any warnings, and they shot it out. I think one NATO official said that the plane was most likely in the neighborhood for like 4 seconds and they shot it out immediately. It's like Turkey wanted this to happen. It's like Turkey was planning on this to happen.
Well, let's back up. Let's take a look specifically at what happened. Ever since Russia has been there, they have repeatedly violated Turkish
and bombed Turkish targets.
All right. And part of the problem is Turkey has this little finger and it hangs down and it's like the size of, I don't know, Waukee. And so these Russian jets, instead of taking this miles long detour around, right, just fly over the top of it. They were warned and warned and warned. They were warned repeatedly. And the problem is they file a flight path plan with NATO. That's part of the thing, and the people that are there. Mm-hmm. That's part of the thing. Well, that's part of their flight plan. And Turkey kept saying, we don't want them over our stuff. And finally, I don't know if they warned them 10 times or not.
That's what they're saying.
But the bottom line is you get one warning.
Listen,
that is the end of your obligation. One warning.
I have no particular dog in either of these things. I have no reason to support Russia's story. I have no reason to think that Turkey is making something up. But why would Russia do something in a tense situation to provoke a NATO response when right now we're all trying to unify behind something that I think every reasonable observer believes we're going to have to team up on the side of Assad, at least for now, and support what Russia's doing, at least for now.
Oh my.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is the problem with talking with somebody who isn't from the Cold War era. That's going to be the extent of my response on this side of the commercial break. We're going to be back talking about why in the world do Russians act like they're crazy? That's the question Blake's asking, essentially, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to be back after the break. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be back in just a minute.